Good. Adventurer, you're awake. This is the home of Trannon Underfoe, the blacksmith. He said you had a pretty rowdy night at the tavern, so he brought you back here. You should go thank him for taking care of you. And maybe apologize for dueling his anvil. Let's be off. We're going to overcome the Black Spirit together. I have a close friend who is going through a similar situation. Her name is Emma. Emma Bartali. Yes, the chief's granddaughter. You could say she's the princess of the town. Ever since she was little, Emma would often have nightmares, but it's grown worse. Now, a dark figure has begun to invade her mind. We're going to pay her a visit. Though, please understand, for anyone so shy, and who suffers as she suffers, a smile would be hard to muster. Oh, poor Emma. She's the only person who's opened their heart to me. I must find a way to rid her of her vile infestation. Nightmares of the Kingdom of Kron often haunt Emma. People do not talk about it, saying it's a curse that befell the family. See, she's a descendant of that house, and they sacrificed the lives of their citizens to an immortal alchemist in return for eternal life. That family, they treat the curse like it's nothing, like it's a normal part of any child's formative years. Nonsense, I say. No wonder she shuns people. I'm counting on you to get close to her heart. Here, have a look at this. 150 years have passed since the fall of the Kingdom of Kron. Yet, House Bartali still remains in the public eye. Grave robbers have once again stolen Noir Bartali III's treasure, a piece of heaven. However, the town has shown no pity, saying that it's a well-deserved punishment. The chief may seem like he just enjoys drinking with adventurers all the time, but he really cares about the town, more than anyone else. He gave me a place to set up my own shop, and he's serious about restoring the Bartali name. The Bartali family store their ashes in an ossuary north of this town. A place like that, teeming with Kron's secrets, must have some clues. Go ahead and take the path near the church. I'll check in on our dear, hungover Dr. Uno, then join you.
I'm Trannon Underfoe, a blacksmith with patience. No need to thank me. Looks like I have myself a valuable new patron. I can see how callous the palms of your hands are. You will certainly be a regular at the forge. From now on, trust your gear to me, a master craftsman. And, by the way, where are you off to with Eileen? Us, you hurry? Got peculiar taste, that's for sure. Most tourists would prefer visiting more scenic spots. On your way there, give my regards to my dear friend Richie, if you could. He's not been in his town too long. Think I'm the only friend he has.
Oh, Eileen, you've come with a new friend today. You didn't let a grave robber trick you into bringing them here, did you?
I know that I may not be the brightest compared to my sister, but I'm not that foolish, you old man.
It's merely that everyone trusts Clorin's shrewd nature will keep her safe. You, on the other hand, well, what brings you here? Richie? I wasn't aware he had any friends to receive regards from. Trannon? So Richie's been shirking his duties to... Anyway, Richie is probably down below, sweeping and cleaning. Friendly warning for the newcomer. Never lay a hand on anything, or else.
Well, this isn't as scary as I thought it would be. Anything good here? Huh? Oh, over there! Ah! A ghost!
Ah! A human!
What? A talking ghost? Adventurer, exorcise it!
Don't you know who I am? The notorious grave robber, Afuaru's cousin!
Oh, that was scary. I've never been ghosted before. I think it enjoys haunting an ossuary falling into ruin. I thought that Houtman had the easiest job in town, but that is clearly not the case. Adventurer, what's this? Do you think the ghost dropped it? A key! The Bartali crest is engraved on it, so maybe it unlocks something in the ossuary. I'll ask Richard. Where is he? You don't think he's been hurt, do you? Come on, let's go find Richie. Oh, Elion, All, Sylvia, Thornwood Goddess, please keep Richie safe. Richie. Oh, thank goodness. Were you trapped in here? And are you sweeping?
No. This is just me salvaging the last bits of my pride off the floor.
What's all this commotion about? What? Did you cause trouble again?
Old man, did you know that Richie was trapped in here all along? You really keep vigilant watch over the ossuary, huh?
What? Another grave robber showed their ugly mug? Oh, that cowardly Richie was probably hiding again. I can't be everywhere all at once. An ossuary needs constant care. I'm bound to forget a thing or two. Age takes its toll. You'll see. If it were your sister here, she would have done something clever, like brewed up a potion to make the cowardly goblin a bit braver.
Well, you're not wrong, but it still hurts. Let's go, adventurer. That's Eileen for you. Makes you wonder if she truly is the great Alustin's daughter. Sorry we didn't get much out of this, adventurer. I wanted to lift Emma's spirits for a change.
Oh my. The grave robber could have hurt you, Eileen. Don't you ever do that again, even if it's for me.
But I still haven't found clues to the nightmares that haunt you. This adventurer here is going through something similar. I'm sure of it.
No. I'm so thankful that you tried. I don't want anyone to be in danger again because of me. Hello. My name is Emma, daughter of Justin Bartali. You must be a guest of my grandfather. Well then, take care.
Hold on, Miss Emma. I'm sorry that I couldn't repay your kindness. But look at this! My howls of terror must have shocked that grave robber into dropping it!
The script is kind of old, but I think I can read it. It appears to be someone's journal from the Kingdom of Kron.
My poor, lonely Hannah, my dear niece, lovely and beautiful to the very end. A spring's courtship blossomed into summer romance, which bore fruit like autumn. Only for the suitor to coldly part like winter, you persevered alone to rear your child. Only for the king to steal him away. Falling victim to an aged fool's selfish ambitions, seeking eternal life. The world came crashing down, but I shall remember Hannah forever, even as I cleaned the nursing bottle she couldn't heat up for a final time. It is another trace of sin left behind by my ancestor. How long shall I repent his sins to wash away the karma? Well, I just can't keep avoiding it like this. Would you both listen to my sorry tale? In Crown Castle, ruined by sins of past, lay tiny souls hidden, tears amassed. I reach out to comfort those unnamed, but some strange force keeps me restrained. Then, blackest smoke soon overtakes me. I flee and flee. Can no one save me? The crimson gaze, I can't escape thee! My piercing screams what finally wakes me. And now, whispers haunt me beyond my dreams. But I'm unaware of what those whispers mean. There's someone in my dreams who pushes me into Crown Castle. A man wearing a sheep's skull, surrounded by goblins.
If texts I've read are to be trusted, the Black Spirit has begun to take hold of her. Oh, we can't just sit and do nothing. Let's see what we can find at Crown Castle.
Eileen, if we take action, it'll put my grandfather in a difficult position. I read the rescript that the Grand Chamberlain, Jordine, had sent not so long ago. Goblins that were driven away from the plains of Agris by the imps are now becoming more and more aggressive toward traders. And those goblins, they aren't on good terms with the rebel forces of Medea, who are occupying the Crown Castle ruins. All this havoc may account for the Grand Chamberlain's foul mood as of late. Best not for us to add to it.
You are most dear to the Chief, Emma. And to me too, because you're my friend.
Thanks, Eileen, you're right. We've got to do something. In that case, meeting Grusha would be the best place to start. Grusha is a loyal protector of House Bartali. He's been keeping watch over the Goblins' forest.
A human. I'm Grusha, the head of the Velia Vigilantes Special Task Force. Crown Castle, you say? Best steer clear of there for now. We're poised to invade the castle soon. It's much too dangerous. To even think of going to such places with Lady Emma in your care shows your utter recklessness.
Then Grusha, let me at least meet the Goblin Chief. I've heard you boasting about how you became drinking buddies.
Eileen, the chief you knew doesn't exist anymore. Our race has been reborn entirely. The old chief who used to dance the in front of the bonfire is now buried beneath the fields of Agris. A young, giant and mighty chief has taken his place and now leads us goblins to the great battlefield.
What are you ladies doing here in the perilous Goblin's Forest? I myself have come here to inform the scout Grusha about something. Head of the Goblin Infiltration Task Force, Grusha Nork. According to foreign agreement, your job as a scout has been terminated. I'm sure you're well aware that the goblins turning vicious and aggressive is causing quite a setback in trade relations with Serendia. The Chief and Grand Chamberlain have already come to an agreement. You have no other choice than to follow their orders.
You? That's because the imps attacked our goblin base!
You're still acting as the goblin's mouthpiece, eh? Understand that Velia has no further plans to coexist with the goblins.
Yes, I mean, goblins didn't do anything wrong. Please, I beg you, give me another chance. If you only let me speak with them.
Another chance? Does Velia come first or do goblins? You're relieved of your post, and you'll serve probation from your own home. Well, who have we here? The hero who defeated Red Nose! Did you say you want to meet Grusha and the Goblin King Giath? We're more than glad to have someone as skilled as you do us a favor. But are you sure that you'll be fine with someone like him? Since our chief is so fond of you, I'll trust you with this task. However, bear in mind that goblins are awaiting our swift subjugation. You'll have to finish the job quick before we start the attack. I'm looking forward to seeing the skills of one who could take down Red Nose.
Thank you. Thanks for protecting us goblins. Goblins are kind. But I don't know where the chief is either yet. Let's ask friends. They'll surely help. Oh, I almost forgot. We must go through a ritual before we do, or else my friends won't let you step foot near them. If you gain an understanding of our tradition as you destroy those totems, the goblins will accept you as their friend. I mean, not all of them. Everyone's been on edge since the appearance of the new king. Meet Toto and my other goblin friends. Toto, this person stood against the Velia vigilantes. He says thanks for protecting our forest, and that the king is within the goblin cave, but he is also not. Huh? Toto, what do you mean? You want me to look at the mural behind us? Was it redrawn? Us goblins are a race that have called Balenos home for some time now, just like the people of Velia. Well, that was before that violent, red-nosed imp exiled us. That's why the old chief would offer up prayers to the ancestors every day. He prayed for youth and the power to protect his race. Then, one day, a man wrapped in black robes approached him. The man didn't stay long, but imparted a black-colored stone unto the chief. Shortly after, the aged, feeble chief passed from this world, after siring the new king. That stone might have been poison given to the aged chief to give up his own life? Huh? Hey, he wants you to follow him. This is a cave that honorary goblins like I cannot enter. Only pure-blooded Gaia goblins can enter. Toto says that he'll support us. However, he also says that you'll have to fight against the Gaia goblins. The goblins are more vicious towards outsiders than ever. Do you think you can do this? A human commander's body has become the vessel that hosts our king. But our king still bears the name of Kiev. Oh, mighty king, please protect us goblins. Please restore our peace. That must mean this stone grave actually contains... It doesn't matter. It's all for the benefit of goblins. Lend us strength!
I'm sorry. I know this place is dangerous, but curiosity killed the cat, right? I mean... Oh. Look! Black energy erupted from the cave you exited from, and formed this illusion on the rock. I've seen this symbol in one of my father's books. It's a mark indicating the Goblin King is hiding in a dark rift.
What brings you ladies here to such a dangerous place?
I thought I might find something useful, so we paid a visit to my grandfather's study.
The goblins stole the book we, borrowed while we were looking for you. What do they even need a human book for?
My ladies, all goblins know that boiling letters in a cauldron will make you smarter. I will take the ladies to Finto Farm, where it's safe. Find Lady Emma's book. You must look for a giant cauldron.
I knew I could trust you. Now, let's read the book to find out whose body Gith actually inhabited. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Croxus Antonio, guard captain for Noir III in Elionian year 135, forfeited his life when he dared to admonish his king for attempting to sacrifice a young maiden and child to attain immortality. The immortal alchemist said the ritual must go on, and the enraged king had Croxus executed, and his remains scattered over Awar's hill.
It's him. The one who led me to that sin-laden castle. He met such a tragic end. To lose his own flesh as well. He must have appeared in my dreams for a reason. I need to speak with him. Is there any way we can summon Gieth from the Dark Rift?
There must be a way, Lady Emma. But first, you must eat. Your grandfather would have me hanged if I'd let you pass out. We shall ask Martina, the farm owner, for some food.
I'd be more than happy to whip you up a meal. Nothing comes for free now, does it? My farm wasn't always looking a mess like this. You can thank the goblins for that.
I'll be more than happy to handle the cooking, though I know most of your harvest has already gone out to Velia.
Eileen, be a dear and scrounge up some potatoes from the field. And your company can get the chicken porridge started. I'm not sure if we've got any hearty potatoes left. It's not the first time goblins have made a mess of our field.
That earthy aroma. Oh, it reminds me of my grandmother's steamed potatoes. That didn't take too long, right? I have good senses.
Good. Now that our stomachs are full, let's try putting our heads together. Gieth chose a body that's been dead for quite some time. According to what I know of nature, the body should have decomposed already. So how do you think he got around that?
Oh, that reminds me of something Father taught me last week in class. It was something on alchemy used to trap time. I remember it because I really struggled with the reagents. Clorence said something like, "Eileen, what good's a head if you don't even use it?" Then she said, what did she say? Eileen, you're so stupid you'd flip over an hourglass to check the time. Oh, right! Sands of Time! Using Papa's special recipe, it's possible to restore the flow of time where it's been halted. But it's difficult to get the materials. Only black stones of a purity of at least 73% will work. Papa brought some such stones to class last week, but I think, I used them all up.
Color me surprised. I should have brought Clorence along. She would have come up with another plan, surely.
I'm sorry. I'm not Clorence.
I think you're crossing the line here, Takros. My grandfather will hear of your behavior. Eileen, don't give up. There is always a way. We will find it together.
Well, I suppose certain ingredients can be substituted, but we'd need an object one would sacrifice their life for.
A goblin's horn should do then, I imagine. Can't understand why the bastards are so obsessed with this thing, though.
Here! Over here! I have a black stone. It once belonged to the old chief.
Singular mind, eh? You keep mum until we start on about goblins. That black stone is better put to use elsewhere. Right now, we have a better tool at our disposal. The goblins themselves.
Quiet, I can't think. I'm becoming potato-brained standing in all these potatoes. What's your gut tell you, adventurer? I'll follow your lead.
Thank you. You won't regret putting your faith in me. For sparing the lives of my friends. I'm forever in your debt. It's not that I can't understand where Takros is coming from. He's one of the Median deserters that was stationed at Kron Castle. When Gief, King, assaulted Kron Castle, many lives were lost. No doubt the loss of his comrades, his captain, contributed to his desertion. Though Takros may feel Chief Igor helped put that behind him when he settled in Velia, he still holds that anger. Don't allow him to stoke that hatred. Use the stone for something good.
Time to finally put my alchemical training to use. Oh, is anyone else feeling faint? No, it's okay. I'm fine. Shall we start the process of creating the Sands of Time? Now, please fetch me the first ingredient. I require fresh blood of a weasel. Fortunately, there are plenty of weasels around the farm. And I've even brought my best friend along. This book may look a bit worn out, but she's full of knowledge. Without her, I'd never pass an alchemy exam. Next, we'd need a shimmering wildflower. They're sometimes found blooming in Awa's plains. The story goes that the shimmering lights from these wildflowers are the very souls of innocent children who were sacrificed in the foolish King Noir's search for eternal life.
Let's go hunt out a decent spot to brew up our concoction. Takros, can we trust you to protect us without riling up any more goblins?
Thank goodness we have Grusha's black stone. Is it just me? Or are things going smoother than expected? Got here quickly, and just in time. Ta-da! I managed to put together a makeshift magic cauldron. Don't look at me like that. It actually took a lot of ingenuity to put that together. Alright, now, if we perform some simple alchemy with these ingredients, we should obtain something known as the Fragments of Time. Don't look at me like that. It actually took a lot of ingenuity to put that together. Oh, look at the color of the smoke. I think that means you were successful. I mean, none of my past attempts produced such a color, so that's good. Take those, place them inside the pot, and you will be able to create the Sands of Time. Yes! I can't believe it! It worked! Oh, let me take a look at that. The Sands of Time. Oh, we did it! Hooray! If only Father would put this recipe on my next test.
It's the moment of truth. I shall call for my men. It's time we finally reveal the fiend behind the mask.
Finally. I shall meet with the one I've seen only in my dreams. This doesn't feel right. Pray, be careful, adventurer.
Sprinkle this on the goblin mural atop Awa's Hill, and you'll be able to summon forth Gear from the Dark Rift. Takros probably should have already arrived in Velia by now. Goodness, adventurer. Whatever are you?
It was you, Gieth. The one who pushed me towards Kron Castle in my dreams.
Emma, be careful, okay? Will she be alright, adventurer?
He appears to be saying something. Adventurer, I wish to speak with him.
I need the power and wisdom to protect my people. It seems that I still lack both. I need more black stones. The black stones granted me the gift of this flesh. At the same time, so too began this dreadful nightmare of Kron. He spoke to me. If I wished for the nightmares to end, all I needed to do was but destroy the relic atop the spire at Kron Castle.
Who was he? Are you speaking of the man clad in black robes? Was he the one who gave you the black stone?
You seem to know a lot more than I thought. As he instructed me, I advanced toward Kron Castle, bringing destruction to all I laid eyes upon. And yet, at the spire, I encountered one who could not be killed. This body I inhabit froze at first sight.
You too have been dreaming the same nightmares as I. What did you find at the spire?
That thirst, it burns. It overwhelms me once more. Soon this body shall no longer be able to reside in this world. By the time I return, I shall be caught in the abyss, maddened by the pain that only my flesh shall remain, crying out. If only someone would remember that I shall protect my poor tribe.